Just hit play. Don't. Yeah. Okay, I have this. All right. Okay, a couple things we need to do. Here, swap me.
Oh, sure.
Swap me, but I want that mouse. Okay, so Overgrowth. This can I have the mouse? Overgrowth is a game that I think it just fell to your right. Is a game I first remember hearing about like 4 years ago.
You need a high-performance gaming mouse?
No, I just need any mouse to run the menus. Yep. Because if you look, it's already kind of effed. All right, here, graphics. Nope.
Just go full.
Oh, windowed. Here it is. Yeah, full screen. There we go. Yeah, we'll do simple water, sure. Just to make sure. Texture, detail.
Oh, don't. This game probably doesn't. If we have problems, we'll change it. I'd go with the non-simple stuff before I go with the simple. I think you owe it to this game to try and present it in the best possible light, Jack.
Okay, so unclick that. All right, here we go. So, like I was saying, the first time, and I'm good for hardcore already.
Already, you're good for hardcore.
I tried playing. Hold on. What are my options again? I tried playing in casual, and it was a joke.
Well,
and
yeah.
I've played, and so it's casual, hardcore. There's no like normal.
They want you to feel good about playing normal, so they call it hardcore.
So they call it hardcore.
There's nothing wrong with playing normal. It's called normal for a reason.
Right. Hardcore. So I remember seeing a demo of this, like I said, 4 years ago. Something nuts.
Yeah.
And it seemed to have a really interesting and unique combat system, but they didn't have any levels or enemy AIs.
Yeah.
And it's been in early access forever.
And a day.
And it just came out the other day, and like I've had this on my Steam wish list for so long that I forgot about it.
9 years, right?
Of development?
Yeah.
Possibly.
I believe that's what it said on their page.
Okay.
Claiming to already have 9 years worth of mods backed up. The campaign is really short, but there's a lot of mods. Why is the campaign really short, man?
That's a great question.
Man.
Rich. That's a great question. The story is utter garbage, and so I'm just going to do this because it doesn't
What
matter.
is... Wait.
What?
We have giant realistic-looking rabbits. I demand to know what the story is.
Oh, you don't get any clue to that. Right now, we just have to go to town to try to sell stuff because we're a merchant. Hold on. Need to...
They're just furries? Probably.
Yeah, or like and you know what? It's a cool looking model, right? And because it's a rabbit, he jumps really high. Whee! And long. Oh. And he gets stuck on stuff a lot. And you can like do wall. Oh shit.
I think you found the... What does he do with the wall?
You could you can do wall jumps. I don't think I need to here. That's my first problem. You can. Okay, so here's the kickoff of the story: is we see this guy beating up this other guy, right?
Uh-huh.
And we say, "Hey," and that's it. Like that's. But so it has this combat system where. There we go. Oh shit.
What?
I pressed the wrong button. Oh fuck, I'm still remembering, I was just playing earlier today. Wait, why is that jump?
Oh, hit start. I have you all fucked up.
You have me all fucked up.
You know, I'll tell you exactly why. You're not using the controller controls right now. Right now, when I play Heat to Signature, I got it set up to use the controller, but since you can't rebind keys in Heat Signature,
right?
That's why I'm using the controller, because I can't rebind the keys since you want to use the controller and the mouse.
Oh, but you can.
I'm using X-Patter. I have all of that. I have all of that rebound.
You can rebind. You can rebind keys in Heat Signature. You can't use a controller in Heat Signature.
Yeah, I just wanted to use a controller to move around while I'm on the couch.
So you have X-Patter going. That's why.
I had X-Patter going, the keyboard in one hand, mouse in the other, or the controller in one hand, mouse in the other.
That's
how I was playing Heat Signature. You just got to turn off X-Patter.
Okay.
It's X-Patter. It's X-Patter.
It's not me.
It's not you. You weren't playing like shit. I just made you look bad on accident.
Where's X-Patter?
I'm not even sure where it is right now.
Wait.
There, wait, you just went by it.
There. Okay, how do I turn it off? Because like we use controllers often enough, Rich, where knowing how to turn this off would be really good.
I think we just turned it off. Wait. Load a new one? Load a new one. And we just won't bind anything. And that should work, right?
How do we load a new one?
I think it should just work if you just turn it off, right? If you just close it?
It was closed before.
It was closed.
Yeah. Okay, well, hold on. Let's... Nope. Still on. And... Yep, still on.
Oh, no. I fucked you.
Rich!
I fucked you royally. How do we undo X-Patter? God damn it!
How do we just turn it off? Yeah.
Just go new.
Okay.
Here, let me see this. Let me see this. I'll just make a new X-Patter where nothing is bound, and then we'll run that. That should do it. Let's see this. Let's see this.
Rich Evans!
No, that automatically goes to WASD. Can I turn that off? How do I undo you? X-Patter. How do I get rid of you?
Oh, you know what? What? Here. Let's do this, Rich. No, get here. No. Let's try this. Can I have that back?
Yeah, you can have that back.
Let me get it. Okay. First, what we're going to do is we're going to delete this thing. Clicks. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Is it, oh, no. We were in there. Okay, so no, we're going to X out of this, right?
Okay.
But I'm sure it's still running in the background. And so then if we Control Alt, or if we go to Task Manager,
Control Shift Escape. Somebody's saying.
I bet it's still running as a background program. Not as an app.
Probably.
But as a background process. And if we undo that...
There we go.
There it is. And that task, boom. Now, theoretically, if I hit continue...
I kind of love that ragdoll.
Oh, the ragdolls get ridiculous. There we go. Now it's working.
Is it working fine now?
Now it's working.
All right. I feel bad.
Like, look at this.
That wall jump probably would have worked too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. You can just keep kicking them. Because I've killed them. And then, you know what else you can do? You can grab and drag parts of his body. Oh, I think he's stuck on a bench, though. Oh, well, he's stuck on a bench. All right. Let's get through this stupid-ass story. I just saved him from bandits, and then he's like, hey, there's more bandits over there. Can you go over there? So then I go over here. And he goes, hey, man, there's bandits over there. Can you go over there? So I go over here. Like, that's the whole story. That's it.
Just fight bandits?
Just fight slavers. They're slavers.
So there's not an epic story. There's not an epic story to this. At least not yet, as far as you know.
And we gotta do sneaky stuff here.
Twitch says we're playing Heat Signature. No.
Oh, did you not?
I changed the name. I might have forgot to do the other. Overgrowth. Nope, not undergrowth, just overgrowth. Oh, that's what you changed it to.
I didn't change it though. I didn't.
But it was still on the menu. Updated. All right, well, should be good. Silly rabbit kicks are for kids.
There you go. That's it.
Now it's a pun. Silly rabbit kicks are for kids.
No, like you can just drag them around, which is great because, like, you know, like hiding bodies I think is important. But like, look, you can grab them by the foot, you can grab them by the hand, you can grab them by the like this one. Like, isn't that neat?
Can you jump with them?
Can I jump with them?
Yeah,
that's a good question. Nope, you cannot jump with them.
Okay.
Go talk to this dickhead. Oh, there's more of them over there. Like, literally, everyone just goes, oh, go that way. There's more of them. And it's kind of overall, it's kind of lame, but it's also kind of interesting because the combat can be really fun.
Okay.
Like, there's this whole counter system where you're supposed to wait for your enemy to telegraph their attack, and then you like do a judo move, and then you can kick them while they're down. It's very cheap fighting, but it's satisfying. Because you just you get a sword and you just want to stab them as many times as you can.
Yeah.
To kill them fast. So.
Why should we care about this game? Why should you care about anything, man?
Oh shit!
It's new and it's weird. What's the problem? What's the problem? Is there anything other than rabbits?
Yeah. Like, look what you can do in this game. Why should you care about this game? Look. Yeah, there's other things other than rabbits.
Goofy fast that thing is.
Yeah, oh no, and like jumping is like really floaty.
Yeah.
But it seems to make sense for rabbits.
Are there Ninja Turtles in this game?
I have not run into any Ninja Turtles. I'm not saying there aren't any.
there better be fucking Ninja Turtles in this game.
I just haven't necessarily run into any. You know, so far I've run into rabbits, obviously, wolves, cats. Oh yeah, kick you while you're down. Oh yeah. Oh my God, look at the mess. Yeah. The story sucks.
Is that a tail or just a texture that's supposed to be a tail?
That's a tail. Look.
It's just really just really short.
Oh, it's a rabbit tail, you know. Whee! And this guy says, "Hey, my friend's over there. Can you go over there?" Like, that's the. You can do flips. It's weird. It's a weird little game, but I kind of dig it. I mean, it's ugly. Look at him. Look at the character. He's not bad looking.
Right Ho Jeeves says, "Hey guys, I wanted to share a strange thought I had the other day. Do you think that in the Star Trek universe, Star Wars exists and is remembered as a late 20th/early 21st century sci-fi franchise? Why would they remember it?"
Right?
It would just seem silly to them.
Once you have the future technology, people's portrayal of what future technology might look like can be quaint and silly.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm trying to think of a case like you know, in the 20s, all of the like airplane and spaceship stuff that they had in like old Flash Gordon serials is very silly to us now.
Metropolis.
Metropolis,
With
right?
the biplanes. People commuting to work in biplanes in Metropolis.
There you go. There you go. That's a great example.
Weirder to me is that you have a universe in Star Trek that didn't have Star Trek in their 20th century. That's weirder to me.
Is there any example, and this is something you might know, is there any example of them like having a show that inspired them?
No, not in Star Trek.
Because by the way, that should be a thing. Like you said, they should have had a Star Trek like show where like as a kid I grew up watching this, and that's what made me want to be a Starfleet captain or something like that.
It's 200 years out of date though. By that point.
Sure.
And Chet thinks they had Galaxy Quest, is what they watched in Star Trek.
It's great.
That's not bad. Star Trek Discovery might have the original series in its history. Have you watched Star Trek Discovery? I haven't watched much of it. I still just watched the first two. I still can't muster up the appropriate amount of care.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. 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 I'm just gonna die. I did a really shitty job.
Dr. Lube It Up says, "My username comes from singing your Doom It Up song while looking for WD-40.
Sure.
It's your birthday, Rich? Happy birthday. Well, it's not my birthday today. But thank you. Lysander says, "What do you call a fake noodle?" And impasta. Not bad. Jack, you must press A to unsheath your knife.
I didn't want to unsheath my knife.
Why not?
Oh. Ah, I'm on fire! Fuck! If you... Fuck. Oh, he got my knife. If you unsheath, or if you don't have your knife out, then you can do stealth kills.
If you don't have it out.
If you don't have it out.
Okay.
And I wanted to do a stealth kill. Because I'm hoping to take these guys out in stealth, because that's much easier than fighting.
I thought you liked the fighting.
Sometimes it's alright. Sometimes it's not.
Is this like Shadow of Mordor?
What's that? I mean, I know what that is, but in what way?
Well, you had the stealth. You ran around, big world, and relatively quickly you could run behind something and stab it in the neck.
That guy just impaled himself on that spike. He just picked up my knife.
Maybe you don't want to take out your knife then, like ever. If they're just going to pick it up and kill you with it. It seems like fairly difficult combat.
It is. It is. It can be very satisfying if I don't fuck up.
Hope you guys review Shadow of War. Prepare to be disappointed!
Where'd you come from? Like, sometimes it seems like they... Sometimes it seems like they're very picky about when they, when you have to hit the,
Can you not counter that easily?
Oh, if they have a knife and I don't have a knife? No, I cannot counter that easily.
Can you counter that at all?
Why'd I hit you with my knife? Look, he has a knife in his heart. That rabbit had a knife in his fucking heart.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
I've made it much farther than this. I throw my knife right at him. There. I don't know if you just saw that. I knocked him down and then I just... I shivved him. I shivved him. Like the dickhead he was.
Chat, how necessary are the microtransactions for Shadow of War? That's an important question. It's shit that they have them at all. I'll agree with that. But are they necessary?
From what I have heard is they're not necessary. The game is just rather grindy without them.
Okay. Besides the point, they shouldn't be in the game. I agree.
Fuck.
Grindy at the end to get the real ending. Have I already seen everything there is to this game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you have. And that's every story is delivered one shot unedited, and it's tedious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of creepy watching rabbits shiv each other. Kind of, yes. It's weird and interesting. Like I said, the combat, there is something there. I just wanted to show this. I know this is like a new game. It's one of those games that have been in development forever, and I wanted people to see more of this game.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. None of this story matters. Fucking none of it matters. Oh, there's a mouse person up here. That's a different animal. There's all sorts of different animals. A mouse person.
Oh, okay. Man-eater manatee says, mildly amusing trivia. The prevalent pink tone in From Beyond is probably a reference to the fact that in the original short story, ultraviolet tones become visible because of the machine.
Oh, sure. That's fun. We were talking about how much we enjoyed the color of both Reanimator. Oh, too much. Of Reanimator and From Beyond. Yeah, there's the wall running.
Okay.
And Reanimator is very green. Up. and From Beyond is very pink and blue.
How do they do health in this?
I don't know. It doesn't. It never comes up. Is how they do health in this. You either die or you survive to the next thing, and then your health doesn't matter.
So you don't do anything to get it back?
No.
It just regenerates?
Nah, but I mean, with every...
Okay,
with
after every
mission,
battle?
Yeah. So yes, no, you know, it's one of those... It's one of those weird things.
I am Chester says, hi guys, just saw the last stream. Glad you liked the pie case I sent. I would recommend for starters the YouTube channel ETA Prime for learning all the crazy game stuff you can do with the pie. That channel shows a fairly easy mod for that case that increases its functionality with the pie. It is something you may want to consider. A YouTube search for NESPie mod will bring it up. Alright. Jesus Christ, it took 9 years? Well, how many people?
I'm sure not many. What'd you do the last 9 years?
Right.
You make a game?
Right. I'm sure this wasn't easy. Also, the vision is shit.
Apparently they can also run through stairs.
Yes, this is the Duke Nukem Forever of Rabbit games. What?
See, I'm hitting the counter button, but it doesn't, you know... I'm still... And I have hours, at least, you know, a couple hours into this game, and I'm still unsure as to... like when I need to hit the counter button in order to do the counter.
Stardew is fully 2D, and I want to say that took years and years and years to make.
Oh, sure.
Remember when Valve made video games? Nobody's that old.
Down the stairs. Oh, get down. Easy.
Can you just jump up there and not use the stairs?
I could. Give away my position.
Get under the stairs. Random slow-mo?
From what I've heard, it has some sort of like bone recognition system, and so if you break someone's neck, it kills them instantly.
Okay.
Oh, and here's a dog. Move. Oh. 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 Well, that's not supposed to happen.
Did you just kick him out a window?
I might have just won by kicking him out of a window. Which would be awesome. Yes.
Wouldn't a health bar be nice? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, but it really, you know, also your poor health carrying over to the next segment, or, you know, maybe that could give you some open world things to do where if you have poor health, you have to search around the open world to find, I don't know, a carrot tea or some shit like that. I don't know. Defenestration, yes, the act of throwing someone or something through a window. But nonsense.
More UI elements is never the answer. Oh, Posh! You people these days and your anti-HUD shenanigans. I want useful information on the screen. You can go fuck yourself. One of the first mods I grabbed for War of the Chosen was an expansion to the health bar that just gave more information.
Sure. There's nothing wrong with having information on the screen.
I see what their aim is, and
Yep.
all sorts of useful shit that I can ignore. UIs are good. You only think Dead Space got rid of the heads-up display chat. They didn't. They integrated it into the character model, but you still get the information you need in a clear and presentable way. The circle's filled. I've got the charge of this I can use. Oh, the spine's the health bar. I've got this much health.
Sure.
It still has an HUD. Or at least, you know, it has relevant information that you can disseminate and understand. As opposed to, it's got blood on him! How much blood? What does that mean?
What does that mean? How can I get rid of the blood? Does it really matter? And I guess, like, that's the bigger concern with this game, is it just does not matter. Because either you die and you start over, or you move on to the next area and your health resets. You know? Hopefully everyone saw that fucking badass move. I forgot.
They're all talking about the headshot.
Yeah, you can throw swords in this, and that dog just threw his sword right at my fucking head. Pretty badass. I'm gonna try to do a little bit better this time. That's my goal.
I think the point is, though, that with Dead Space, you still got the information you needed.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters game, they did it with the proton pack. Put lights on the side that represented health and whether or not your weapon was going to overheat, but the information was still there. It's not the vagaries of, the screen's fuzzy and red. What does it mean? What does that mean specifically?
Cook that dog. I beat his ass. That's what I did.
Crocodile Brain says, guys, I just want to point out that Boyhood took 12 years to make.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, how much is the bounty to get you to freaking play Death Road to Canada in the spirit of spoopiness?
The spirit of spoopiness doesn't necessarily mean a lot to me at the moment.
No? Like in general, or?
Nah, not in general. Oh, this time I caught his sword and I used it to murder him. All right, now there's another dog I need to murder.
Chat's saying this could be the oh god, what's the name? Usagi Yojimbo, the samurai rabbit cartoon character.
I don't know.
Let's scroll up and find the name as written.
Die!
Usagi Yojimbo. It could have started out as a fan game.
Sure, I don't know what that is necessarily.
The rabbit answer to the Ninja Turtles. There's a character called Usagi Yojimbo.
Okay.
And he lives in a world like this, only it's more cartoony.
Oh, okay. Cool. Like this is one of those things where, like, you know, a game like this, a game like Heat Signature is one of those things where, like, if they could have given this bare bones to a studio who had like the resources to turn this into something big, it could have been awesome. Like, I think this is a neat world. I like the look of the rabbits. The combat is almost there. There's stealthy elements, but it's just not polished, and there's not enough of it, and the level design is garbage, and the music sucks, and the story sucks. You know, like, there's so many bad things about this, but it has that kernel of goodness. Just give it to a big studio. Give it to someone to make it good.
I'm sorry, Jack.
It's all right.
Sean, I know some of you might think that Usagi Yojimbo is a spin-off from the Ninja Turtles, but it's not, though.
Yeah?
It's just a crossover, but the Turtles were so much more popular than the thing they were crossing over with.
Oh,
People
sure.
just always assumed that Usagi Yojimbo was from the Ninja Turtles.
Sure. Also, I'm making my way pretty easily through these levels only because I've played them all.
Just two indie guys, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, just giving a shout out to another indie guy doing a karate animal thing.
Give me that back. Dick. You dick, you dick, you dick, you dick, you dick, you dick, you dick.
All right.
I had a pretty, like, I had a plan going and they ruined it.
He ruined it, jerk. Huff-Hearted says, "Good evening. I'm late to the stream, so disregard if it's already been said. But I recommend Patton Oswalt's new special on Netflix, Annihilation.
I've heard very good things.
His section on his late wife is very inspiring."
Okay. I've heard very, very good things.
In the same way that Street Sharks, Extreme Dinosaurs, all these different things are ripping off the, are wholly original and no way ripping off the TMNT. I think Usagi Yojimbo was first. I could be wrong. Usagi Yojimbo is primarily an indie comic, I think.
Did I do it? I just know nothing about Yusaki Ojimbo.
Yeah, it's old school.
Okay.
Anonymous says, after seeing glowing reviews for A Hat in Time, I wanted to like it, but it looks like a shovelware game for the Wii.
Yeah.
Are there any games that you love in terms of gameplay, but hate how they look? I'm drawing blanks off the top of my head. I'm sure they exist.
You know, that's why for the longest time, and this is a story I've told before, so apologies if I'm repeating myself. For the longest time, I stayed away from Spelunky.
Yeah.
Because I did not like its cutesy, cartoonish art style.
Right.
You know, your Indiana Jones guy with the big hat and the big nose. It's like, I thought it looked super lame.
Mm-hmm.
And so I stayed away from it for a long time, only to discover that it's one of my favorite games ever. But that is a game that I put off. I put on the that's going to be dumb garbage shelf for a long time. So.
Okay.
That's what I got. Sultan Sanctuary. Thank you. Thank you, chat. That is another really good example of a game that has very solid gameplay, but one of the ugliest main characters you will ever come across.
I think that's a fine character.
What, Sultan Sanctuary guy?
Yeah.
No, he's ugly as hell. Big head.
I think, is this not a big open world?
This is not a big open
Okay.
world. This is, in fact, not a big open world.
What the fuck? Is that a quilt?
It's the asset they had, Rich. I think it's just supposed to show that it's not slippery. The ice that I was on earlier was slippery. I've already been through this level, which is why I know where I'm going. It's just a platforming section. But I've already been through this, so I kind of know where I'm going, which is why I am seemingly making it through it very quickly.
Someone in chat says they would have bought this if it had a nice big open world.
That's the thing. That's exactly the fucking thing. Give... Oh, that's right.
Opportunity missed.
This is one of the... Give this IP to a big old...
Isn't that depressing?
No, because sometimes, Rich, the studio system works. Sometimes there is strength in numbers. You know? I want someone whose only job it is to concentrate on the story.
Dagger microtransactions.
That's the downside. That's...
Each dagger will only cost 50 cents. Shit. Buy a pack of 20. 20 for 10.
That's the downside, but sometimes there are strength
But you
numbers.
get 50 for 20.
Or you can buy the Season Dagger Pass for you know, just $12 a month.
That'll get you 10 daggers a day for a month.
Yeah.
Microtransactions. It's the future.
It is. The future's here, Rich, and you know what? The future's profitable for those.
The future's anti-consumer.
The future's profitable for some motherfuckers. But no, this is a really neat idea that is just not quite there, you know.
Yeah. Should this have Breath of the Wild climb anything mechanics?
No, because you're a rabbit.
You can still jump.
I don't know if it needs Breath of the Wild climb anything mechanics. What it needs an open world. It needs a little bit smoother combat, and it needs a story that I fucking care about. Because as it stands, whoo boy.
Is there any greater microtransaction than pumping quarters into arcade cabinets? When was the last time you saw an arcade? People have moved away from this because they preferred spending the money just to have the thing and use it as much as you want. This reason that the Nintendo killed the arcades.
I think this is the right way. There we go. That's it. Right, but then they weren't making quite enough money. So what if we could take, you know, the thing that people like and also make it like the thing we like, the arcade? There we go.
I see some of you smartasses in the chat. You know damn well any arcades that might be near you are purely fueled by nostalgia.
Fuck, that wolf grabbed my knife.
That's a badass wolf.
Ugly looking wolf. Shit.
Chat, fuck Sonic Mania.
Okay, I cannot seem to do my dodge move on this wolf. Alright. Got my go-to rabbit move, the old jumping kick. Nope. Shutting down my jump kick. I forgot how I beat him last time.
Rich Hellblade. What the fuck's a Hellblade? Tomcat2096 says, I recently listened to the RLM Rogue One commentary, and Rich, I have to disagree with you. Rogue One shows how bold Star Wars has become. Never has Star Wars been so gray. I can finally take it seriously.
That's fine comment.
Cascan Prime says, no note, just money. Yay! Money! Fuck. That wolf means fucking business, Jack.
This wolf is absolutely fucking me up.
I know it is. I can see.
And I forget how I defeated it. How about that? How about a sword in your fucking head? I put a sword in his head. Look, there's a sword sticking out of his goddamn head. And it's not enough.
Well, you need a silver bullet. Hit and run attacks. Whew, maybe not. Can you just agree to disagree with the wolf?
Right. I'm trying my counters to make sure that...
Oh my god! That was fucking awesome, Death. And that wolf felt like a total badass.
The ragdolls are pretty impressive. Come here, wolf.
Ooh, they want you to kick him off the ledge. Some strats.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm with you.
I think those are fine strats. Did that do it? Did that? Oh no! Denied. But
I don't understand how I necessarily won that time, but I'm going to be okay with it. I'm going to be absolutely okay with it. Rabbit strats, mad rabbit strats. That's what I'm bringing to the game here. That's what I'm bringing to the world, my mad rabbit strats.
Did you watch the giant robot fight? Did they finally have that real-life giant robot fight?
I think so.
Did they?
I don't know.
Who won?
I don't know. I saw whisperings of it on the internet today.
Who won, and where can I watch this?
America.
America beat the Japanese robot.
Yeah.
That Japanese robot is some high-tech shit. That American one was just a clunky joke. Have you seen it?
No.
Japanese one has like legs and hydraulics and arms and technology, and then the American one is just a fucking hunk of metal that pivots.
That works.
Oh, scripted garbage?
Oh.
Oh. Well, sure it was... I'm sure they weren't fighting to the death, I know that, but... You can have a system of rules with, like, you know, the robot equivalent of Nerf guns shooting at each other, which is what I assume they would do. The version they showed in Japan, the other robot won.
Oh, is that true? There you go. Nice.
Oh. Come on. Lame. I'm not even gonna watch it then. If you don't know, this is probably some people who are confused. I don't explain things enough sometimes. There was this Japanese company that made some kind of comically overpriced real-life mech.
Okay.
Like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy this fucking thing. It's this robot you get into. It had working arms that you could steer, and it didn't have legs, but it had some kind of wheels, and they did their best to make it look like legs. You know, would roll around. And just some American dudes, they like built their own robot, which was just cheap in comparison. So they challenged this Japanese corporation and made their fancy robot to a robot fight.
That's fun.
And that was years ago.
Uh-huh.
So who won, Rich? I haven't seen it. I'm being told it was super comically staged and that there are two different versions of the fight. So... They both won? I don't really know the details yet. I am literally just hearing that they actually had the fight.
Oh! I was trying to get fancy. Trying to get fancy with it. I shouldn't have.
That was the ending of King Kong versus Godzilla? Hmm.
God damn it.
How are the enemies all of a sudden so weak?
Right. Well, I have a sword, and I'm catching them all off guard with my sword. I'm doing a really bad job at the moment.
Yeah.
I had a nice plan. Get my sword out first.
By the way, update. I'm hearing now in the chat that the two endings thing was just bullshit, made up by the chat.
Chat? God damn it!
you!
So I'm doing a little bit of strategically sneakertude. You know, like if they don't see the attack coming and I hit them twice with this sword, then they go down.
Is that the official stealth kill?
Oh. You know what it is? It's the kill that kills them.
It's effective, is what it is, yes.
And so I'm going to count it. There's a guy over here. Where did he go? There he is.
Can we play Death Road to Canada tonight?
Nope.
It's on Steam. What's the deal with that? Is this game some kind of practical joke? Is this Frog Fractions?
No, it's supposed to be cute, I think. Maybe even good. I just don't care about it.
It's been requested more than once.
There we go.
And I know very little about it.
Oh, I've seen a little bit about it. I've heard all right. I haven't heard anything bad about it. Okay, well, fine. Fuck you.
Can your sword break?
Oh. I don't think so. I don't think so. I looked into Tooth and Tail. Tooth and Tail looks like really amazing art, but a game that we wouldn't necessarily enjoy because it's a real-time strategy-ish. But it's about, you know, anthropomorphic mice who do adorable things. So it looks adorable, but I don't think that's a game that we would ever get into because neither Richa and I are huge on RTSs.
Well, is this game going to carry us through the night?
Yeah. I do want to see if, like, how far I can get with it. What? Oh, shit.
Well, you got fucked, didn't you?
Apparently. How did I do this before? Oh, I remember. I remember.
What's the word on Space Quest 2? You guys ever gonna play it?
Never.
Whenever Jack wants to. It's fine by me.
Never. Shit. I did it wrong. Oh, I did it wrong. I had a whole plan and I did it wrong.
Did we beat the first one in one stream? Or was that 2 streams?
Maybe 2 streams.
Okay. Oh, now it's on.
Get out of the way. Dingleberry. God. Take out the one. Grab this one. Shit.
Damn!
Sometimes I think I got it, and then I don't. Oh, shit. He saw me this time. Oh! Great. Ah, great. The enemies are learning. There. Alright. Got them. And there's more over here.
So there aren't full-on stealth takedowns. Just like a quiet kill and no one notices. They don't do that.
I don't know. How about that?
You've tried?
No.
Okay. Damn dogs.
Right? The dogs find the rabbits to be inferior creatures, and so that's why they're okay enslaving the rabbit folk.
Do they eat them?
Maybe. It's alluded to. I don't know. Or maybe it's not. I don't. I really haven't been paying attention to the story that much.
Why was the wolf wearing no clothes?
That's a great question. All the other animals seem to be wearing clothes. That's a great question. Doesn't this get repetitive? Yes!
True Blue Review says, after trying it out, I would actually recommend getting Super Mario Run. It's really good for a mobile game, and while the free version is just a demo, I'd rather play $10 once than much more over time.
You know, like I said when I talked about it, like it's all right. Super Mario Run, it's a runner on a mobile platform, but it's all right.
Some Sands of Time shit here.
Yeah, and it's like the platforming a lot of times is pretty good. I happen to have done this before, so that's why I'm making it through fairly quickly.
Right.
Yeah, all right, great. I'm gonna talk to this guy, and I say, we're finally getting to the point where I haven't been in the game yet.
Yeah.
So I think I got past this next part, and then I put it down.
Okay.
So. Oh man, I love Sans. There's a lot of really decent things about the game. But like, you know, for example, I had a sword at one point. I had that spear. I had weapons, and I can't choose to take them with me.
Are you kicking the rabbit?
Yeah, well, they're like rabbit assassins. They're the bad guy rabbits.
Okay. What happened to your Thord?
That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I can't choose to keep my Thord, so I have to pick up this dickhead's knife. Oh, I killed him. Good. Do you have a knife? No. Shit. Except for now I have two knives. Shit. Shit.
Can you throw one or more of them?
Yep. But now he has two knives.
Throw the other one.
Ah!
Sorry.
Wretch! You led me astray.
I did. I did. You don't have to listen to me.
That's true.
I'm just wondering if you can do things. That's all. I don't know how this game works. I don't know the rules.
I guess that's my real problem is I don't know if I fully understand the rules either yet.
I don't know nothing about your rabbits.
Like, I'm not sure how I choose, like, what enemy I attack and when. Oh, this is a good move. You just kind of run and jump and kick. Except for when you run into a rock.
Maybe casual on this isn't that bad. Seems to get harder.
Yeah, yeah. I know I made it through a lot of it so fast.
Right.
Like there, I just killed 3 people that time. I don't know.
Rich and Jack do a review on Steam versus GOG. GOG is better, as long as the game is available. There you go.
We talked about that a while ago, doing just like a these are the problems with Steam episodes.
They all know, nobody wants to hear it again. It just sounds like bitching for the sake of it.
Right. See, now I had those cool, like those 2 cool daggers, and they're gone, and I can't choose to keep them. I would have liked to keep them.
Why is GOG better? Because you don't have any DRM. You don't need to be logged into GOG to play the game you bought on GOG. GOG gives you the option of just downloading the whole installer for the game, which you can put on a disc, back it up wherever the fuck you want to back it up, and then you can install it whenever the fuck you want without getting the internet's permission first. It's completely DRM free.
If GOG ever decided to call it quits, you would still have your game, and the same could not be said about Steam.
They mostly do older games.
Yep.
And I'll tell you another way they're better. When Steam does older games, sometimes they don't bother making it run on modern systems. They just don't give a fuck. Ah, it's on there.
Yeah.
You worry about it. GOG, when they put an old game on GOG, they make sure it runs on a newer system.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good plus.
Quality company. Quality company. Consumer friendly. In this era of the microtransaction, the online nanny publisher. Log in to your account and then we'll let you start the game. Oh, that shit. Whatever happened to the first 4 hours of? We just haven't done one in a while.
Yeah.
I don't think it's dead.
No, not dead. Just haven't done one.
But I prefer all my games in one place. Then just install the game from GOG and then just put a link to the executable in Steam. That's really that easy.
Sure, or they have GOG Galaxy, which is a Steam-like client for GOG.
Sure, but you couldn't run all of your games from that, I assume? Probably just the GOG games? I don't know if there's an option to put links to other things in GOG Galaxy.
Sure.
I don't know if they have that yet or ever, or maybe they have it now and I just don't know about it. I don't know.
Keep trying my jump kick move. There we go. That was satisfying. You know, you do the judo flip and then kick him in the balls. I'm helping the rats now for some reason.
Okay.
What's GOG's return policy? You know, the problem I think most people would find is that, you know, more games are on Steam.
The return policy is, unlike Steam, you actually fucking own the game, so shut up.
Damn.
Not really an answer? Well, it's an answer in the sense that I find actually not having the DRM far more important than a return policy. Which is going to have limitations anyway. Like 2 hours or something like that?
2 hours of gameplay?
Yeah, I mean, how often do you return a game on Steam? How often does that happen?
I don't think
Very rare.
I don't think I ever have.
Very rare.
I don't think I ever have. You know, because for me, I know a lot of people, you know, I've never gotten a game off of Steam that was so broken that it was unplayable. Like, I've had a lot of games that I just thought were bad, but I don't necessarily think that's a returnable offense.
The return policy matters so little to me compared to actually having a DRM-free product. It is many times worth it to have a worse return policy, but to not have to worry about just anything after the fact. We decided we're going to have microtransactions now. There's not been an update. Whatever the fuck kind of weird thing they want to do, or you want to reinstall that game you bought on Steam you like, but for some reason it's not on their service, it's going to be some kind of issues with that down the line, I swear. I don't have that problem with GOG executables that I have downloaded and backed up.
Sure.
Rich, no one cares as much about DRM as you do. That's right. And that's why when the axe finally comes down, I'm going to be the only one who still has access to my games.
Yeah, the correct... Okay, so the correct ending to that sentence is no one cares as much about DRM as Rich does yet. We might never come to that day where you know, like, where Steam shuts down.
Oh, sure, sure.
But if we do, then everybody's gonna care about it. Shit.
Oh joy, no DRM in the 20-year-old games GOG sells. Like The Witcher 3. And yeah, 98% of the games they have are either older or, like, you know, indie kind of things. Like, I'm assuming Dead Cells might be available on GOG. Or, if not that specifically, games like that.
Sure.
The kind of games you find on GOG.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, if everything came to GOG, I would not bother with Steam.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That's, you know what? Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Well, and you know what? Competition is good. Competition is good for Steam. Check out GOG. Make sure, you know, itch.io if you want really weirdo small indie games. Humble Bundle, just, you know, even though they give you Steam keys. But, you know, make sure you're going to different places for your games just to keep Steam in line. Ain't nothing wrong with a little competition.
Humble Bundle is now sold to IGN. Well, that's interesting news.
Huh. Alright. That is interesting news. It's IGN. I didn't even know IGN was still a thing.
Why is it interesting? What will change? I don't know that anything will change. It's just I didn't know that. It's oh, okay. They own them now.
Like I said, it's interesting just because I haven't thought about IGN in forever.
Yeah, that too. I didn't even know they were still around.
Right?
Wasn't there a day when IGN was exclusively Nintendo 64 related news?
Is that true?
I want to say when they first started, there was something weird like that.
Sure, why not, man? Why the fuck not?
Problem with IGN buying Humble Bundle is that they review games. How specifically is that a problem?
That's a good question.
So it's unrelated to trusting IGN for reviews. I'm just saying, how is that specifically them owning Humble Bundle a problem because they do reviews?
Fuck. One would... Okay, so here's a hypothetical, and this is not my argument. Let's say they charge more for games that they give positive reviews for? I'm stretching here, Rich. I'm trying to think of a way that would be bad. I don't know.
I mean, they could be selling a game, so they'll say, yeah, it's great, but why would you trust IGN for reviews in the first place? They're already reliant on the advertising dollars and the access granted to them by like EA and other big publishers. They're already compromised.
Right.
Why would you ever trust an IGN review? Why do you trust them anyway? Isn't a good defense. It's not really a defense. This is like... It's like somebody who deals crack is now also dealing heroin. And, alright, well, they still suck. Nothing's really changed. Rich, thoughts on former Uncharted creator studio being shut down and EA changing the Star Wars game from linear to something more open? I don't give a fuck what they do with Star Wars. What do you mean about the Uncharted thing? You talking about Naughty Dog? Have they closed down Naughty Dog? Which I would highly doubt.
It's a very profitable game series. Probably expensive at this point. Rabbits can't swim, Rich.
They shut down Visceral. Were they connected in Uncharted? I don't know what they did for Uncharted.
Imagine that we don't care about Uncharted. Just imagine that for a little bit, which you know.
They were making a Star Wars game with Uncharted-like gameplay.
Oh,
God.
Oh, God, Rich. But they got shut down? Thank the stars. So a button prompt massacre, but with the Star Wars story. Yep.
It doesn't bother me that they shut this down. I don't know why they did, though. Star Wars Uncharted probably would have made a fuck ton of money.
Right.
Financially, I think it's a blunder. It would have made a fuck ton of money.
Well, unless it was just costing them too much in development.
It would probably be a better movie than The Last Jedi.
We haven't seen The Last Jedi yet.
I said probably. Like EA ruins another studio. Is that any kind of shock? They're hatchet men. Is there any game development studio that has been acquired by EA and then thrived? Has this ever happened?
That's a great question. What are game studios that have been acquired by EA?
BioWare, currently dying.
Oh.
Maxis?
What do they do?
SimCity, The Sims.
Oh yeah, remember the big SimCity debacle?
Which big city? Oh yeah, yeah.
The always online?
Yeah.
There you are.
Are you saying EA is where game houses go to die? No, I'm saying it's where they get consumed. Go to die means they were dying beforehand.
Okay, this is where I left off. I just got blow darted.
Okay.
So now I'm going to wake up. This is now all new
This is
to me.
all new to you.
This is all new to me. I think this game is not good, but I also like certain parts of it.
So now you care about the dialogue.
Huh? Oh no, I'm getting a drink of water. Oh, Amethyst is a cat. Amethyst is one of the evil leaders, and she's a cat. Amethyst is a cat.
Are you gonna team up with her now? Have you both been captured by
what?
someone else?
Oh, wait, we have to fight each... Goddamn idiot.
Well, maybe if you listen to what she had to say.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
I kind of love the goofy ragdoll.
Right?
What's your favorite game from this year? What came out this year?
That's always the problem.
I don't pay much attention to the arbitrary cutoff of the year.
Right.
Is the problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, what came out? Stuff came out this year. Mario Rabbids.
Yeah, pretty good.
There's new
Vanquish? Well, that wasn't really a new game. I don't even know if you can count War of the Chosen, the XCOM expansion. Oh, Zelda Breath of the Wild? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild. There you go.
Friday the 13th is pretty good too.
Ooh, there you go. Plenty of contenders.
Pound for pound, you can make an argument that I've gotten more enjoyment out of Friday the 13th.
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah?
Alright.
Which hates Breath of the Wild.
So, Rich, why is it that you hate Breath of the Wild?
Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly.
Oh. Great. Panty Party, up there. Up there.
Chat saying Horizon Zero Dawn, Jack.
That's, even that versus Zelda, I might go, like... It's tough because I really dug the story of Horizon Zero Dawn, but that doesn't even come close to comparing to the amazing gameplay of Breath of the Wild.
So you're putting Breath of the Wild above.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, yeah.
I don't know, for lack of mouse controls, I might like the combat in Horizon Zero Dawn more.
Absolutely.
For the lack of mouse controls,
The
though.
combat is better, the story is better, but the exploration of Breath of the Wild, like
Okay.
the gameplay as theme.
But Zero Dawn's an open world, Jack. Isn't there exploration there?
There is exploration, but it's not themed as well.
Yeah.
It's not the same kind
There's
of
not really
exploration.
interesting things to find.
Right.
You don't have that magical what's around the corner feeling.
Ooh, kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, this area is going to have 17 of this icon, 4 of that icon,
Right.
for the map mission, and one of the... Yeah. Yeah. XCOM 2 was late last year, right?
Good question.
I think that was late last year.
You might be right.
Or was it the year before? Time just flies.
Damn it.
And don't ask me for 2016. Don't ask me to choose between XCOM 2 and Doom. I can't do it. I absolutely can't do it. So is this the opposite of a dog pit?
Ooh, nice. Yes. Did we win? Do we win? Maybe we won?
All right, I'll tell you this much. Nothing that came out this year. I know Breath of the Wild came out this year. Nothing that came out this year compares to Doom or XCOM 2.
Shit. Okay.
Ah! Rich, do you like cake or pizza more? You have to. Pizza, no question. Absolutely no question. It's pizza.
Pizza, no question.
By like 1,000 times. I'll take subpar pizza over good cake.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I had to think about that. I wasn't just gonna throw that out there like you did. Did I do it? Did I kick him off? I keep kicking him somewhere.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Fuck you.
It's terrible.
Fuck you. You know the answer to that.
They might be new. They might be new. We've had this conversation. If you're new, we have had this conversation. Not a fan of the pineapple. Pineapple belongs on cake.
Cake that you won't eat because you have pizza?
You're right.
Because, by the way, pineapple does not belong on cake. Where's... Fuck.
Chet, we've had this conversation on Best of the Worst and on stream.
Really?
Yeah, we've talked about that on stream.
Pineapple on pizza on Best of the Worst?
Yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maybe it wasn't a you episode. Maybe it's just me and Jay.
That could be. Fuck. Oh, what? There's this whole area down here. Trying to kick him into the lava. So far, it is not working. We won, and I didn't do anything.
Well, that's fine, you won. That's the important fucking thing.
How do you feel about kosher dill pickles and coffee? You mean together? Gross. I like pickles, and I love coffee.
How does it feel? How does it feel when you ate that giant burger?
Did it feel like food went in your mouth?
It felt like food went in my mouth.
Oh, there you go.
Burger was comically large. I did not finish it,
Uh-huh.
but honestly, it was a good burger. It wasn't crowded. They didn't slam a whole bunch of shit on there. It didn't need to be on it. Just meat, bacon, mayo, and cheese.
I mean, right? What else do you need?
And that was good. That was good. Mayo, you are dead to me. Ah, suck it up.
No, mayo on a burger is the greatest. I don't know what you're talking about, but mayo on a hamburger is wonderful.
It is. It is.
It adds depth to the meaty flavor. It's wonderful. It's perfect. So no, man, that's you. You got problems. Mayo is a natural complement to beef.
Central Cyrix in the chat, as obviously it's their first stream of all time. They want to know if we play any MMOs.
No, we do not.
I do not play MMOs.
Yeah, so that's an easy one. That's just a super easy one right there. Nope.
Which is massively single player. That is Flurndip. That is a fantastic way to put it, and it is absolutely true.
Massively single player.
I am massively single player.
With a few notable exceptions.
A few notable exceptions.
Shit.
Rocket League and F-13. Friday the 13th. True Blue Review says, your IGN talk reminds me of Giant Bomb, the site made when GameSpot veteran Jeff Gerstmann was fired for giving a meh review to a sponsored game. It's very good, despite becoming a GameSpot sister site. So he left GameSpot to form Giant Bomb, and then Giant Bomb ended up becoming a GameSpot sister site. It's kind of sad. But yeah, you don't trust the people reviewing games when literally 95% of their revenue comes from the people who make the games.
That's a problem.
Their revenue and almost as probably more importantly their access.
Right. Like, you know, there's this whole other issue where, you know, imagine if everybody had to wait until the game came out to review it. Imagine how different the world would be. The world of reviews.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, all right, not just that, but previews of upcoming movies. Look behind the scenes in the studio.
Yep.
Hear the latest details from that game that's coming out in 2 months. That kind of shit too.
Oh yeah. That's a good point.
We were invited into the BioWare studios to take a look at the upcoming Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh, and oh boy, it looks amazing!
And then the Mass Effect Andromeda game comes out, 8 out of 10. Oh, we had some minor issues, but 7, 8 out of 10. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Now, to be fair, and this is something I've said before, I don't think that there is a specific and spoken quid pro quo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like anyone would be stupid enough.
Well, you don't really need it.
Exactly.
It's just kind of obvious, you know, where your bread's getting buttered.
Yeah. Yeah, and so you know, that's why at very least, like, you know, a bad game is a 7.
I knew never to go down that road. I mean, they were perfectly nice. For Axis offered to send us, I forgot which game it was. What was this?
The Civ in Space.
The Civ in Space game they made.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought about it. Oh, these people are really nice, and they're offering to give us this game. Oh, yeah, what if I don't like it? I feel oh, we can't do this. We can't do this.
Yeah.
And it was nothing they said that was horrible. They just offered us, they really just offered us an early access to the game to review it.
Right.
And
They were trying to be nice.
Yeah. Beyond Earth. Thank you, chat.
Oh, fuck, wrong button.
Were they requiring a review at all of you? We just... I don't think they. No, I don't think they did. I think they just said, "Hey, would you like an early copy?"
They knew we were fans, and yeah.
Yeah. And that was too far for me. It's like, oh no, I can't do this.
No, in fact, like they were just being nice.
Yes. No, they did nothing sinister. In fact, they did what everyone who reviews games does. They just get the early copies. And you want an early copy? You need to be unattached. So I can say it's a piece of shit. It's a fucking piece of shit. I don't feel bad about it.
I'm not quite sure.